It's time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Bee, so don't get her pissed. It's Jason, talks like a spaz, and he loves to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ show.
Good morning. Welcome to the KVJ show. How is everybody doing today? Yeah.
Good morning.
Good to see you all. Boy, just fun, crazy stuff, huh?
You still wearing your hat?
Yeah, I got my hat. I know it's such a major deal for everybody.
It's a huge deal.
Such a big deal for everyone.
Look, in these times, we don't got a lot, but your hair continues to be a saga that we care about.
Okay.
I'm not even kidding you because my number's still out there. I got 2 text messages. What's going on with Kevin's hair?
Wow.
Yeah.
Gosh.
It's a big story.
It
It's
is a big
trending.
story.
When I got
Wow.
home, it was the first thing Rocco asked me.
Really?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so. Good. He's down in the way a 4-year-old should be. If he's wondering about my hair, we got to get more going on in his life. Yeah, I got that hat. Well, every day there's just a new wrinkle. You know me, just with getting ready for the show, everything's systematic. And so everything's kind of got to be in a groove. Well, my oldest son came home last night, and so everybody's in different places. Normally, the queen actually sleeps in another room because I get up in the morning, lights are on, I get ready, all that kind of stuff.
It's chaos.
She was in bed last night, threw everything off. I don't have my mask today. So, that's why I can't have hiccups. Because when I wake up, I'm like, oh, she's in bed, can't turn on the lights, forgot my mask. It's just, that's why everything is always laid out systematically. And we're not supposed to be out of the studio without a mask, which means I have to pee in the trash can today. So it's just
Fine with me.
Everything just kind of goes that way.
I had my mask on yesterday. I get in the elevator, and I'm carrying a bunch of stuff, and it wasn't hooked on my ear big enough or strong enough.
Mm-hmm.
It falls off, and it's now like on my chest, and I'm trying to walk out of the elevator with it pinned against my neck, and there's 10 people out in the lobby. All of them eyeballing me like, why does this guy not have a mask on?
Yeah.
They did not look happy.
Yeah, I know. That's the way it is.
We do judge people out in life. Like, if you see a guy all disheveled and a mess, you're like, oh, he's definitely got the corona, and he's not wearing his mask.
Right.
Great.
Sure.
Now I've got it.
I had my mask.
This guy's messy.
I was kind of holding it against my face.
Yeah.
They didn't like that.
Yeah.
You look like the male version of like what the corona would look like.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, the thing is, apparently everybody's set to wear masks right now. They say 82% of people have worn a mask out in public in the last 2 weeks. So that's where, I know you hear people, I'm not wearing a mask, I'm not free, whatever. Well, that's in the 18% category if that survey, covered everybody and how they feel. So a majority of people, it seems, are all into wearing masks.
I had to make one of those rare trips into the drugstore yesterday, and everybody was wearing a mask. The people working, the few customers that were in there were all wearing a mask.
I went out yesterday. I had to go to the store. I ended up picking up a pizza, and I was surprised how many people who were not wearing a mask.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely more people wearing a mask, but there was still quite a few. Some people working not wearing a mask. I was kind of shocked on that.
Yeah, there's still a lot of that. I was looking at the news today. I have it on in the morning when I'm getting ready for the show. And they had shown a bar in Wellington, and there was about it's one of those longer tables, about maybe 6 people sitting at it, and nobody's wearing a mask. Didn't look like even the person who was working there. I don't even know if they were wearing a mask. So,
Do you care? Or do you get mad?
My whole thing with everything is I'm not going to get mad at anybody out in public. If I'm out there and I'm doing it, then, I like that grocery stores, the places that are necessary, I like that they're observing having you wear a mask and they're writing that way. But to me, if you're going to go to restaurants and some of those other, it's not a necessary thing for you to do.
Right.
That's where I'm like, you're putting yourself into that pool. So I'm not going to get upset with that kind of stuff. That is
I'm not
where-
going to be there, so it's not going to affect
Yeah,
me.
that's
so
it.
I'm not going to get mad about things that don't affect my life. You
Right.
will not see me up in the Applebee's.
Yeah.
So if y'all want to not wear a mask in Applebee's, go for
What's
it.
weird is people. Someone got mad at me for not getting mad at other people not wearing masks, and I'm
That's
like,
stupid.
dude,
No.
I can't be a
That's dumb.
part of this.
I
I
can't.
don't
No.
want to be all angry. I want to be peaceful.
Yeah.
This thing is too much of a mess with your mind as it is.
Yeah.
You have to step back and only control what you can control. And you can't control what people are going to do in a bar you're not in. What do I care? I'm going to live my life and I'm not going to the bar.
What's going on with this Advil? I have a terrible backache today, and I bring in this Advil, and Virginia eyeballs me right away. Not supposed to be eating Advil. Where was that memo at?
Like, I don't know, like a month ago, they came out with this thing that the main ingredient, the ibuprofen, is not good because they were noticing that people that caught the corones and had ibuprofen in their system didn't fare as well. They're saying take acetaminophen,
I don't have acetaminophen.
Tylenol.
I only got Advil. So,
Yeah.
am I going to offend you if I take my Advil?
No, I'm just going to be worried about you for like days.
Mama, don't worry about me, please. Worry
Why
about
didn't you call me? I would have brought you a real
Of
pain
all
pill.
the things you need to worry about with this guy, Advil's low on the list.
Why didn't I call you? Because I didn't know I had to call about Advil. I didn't know this was a thing.
I would
Where's
have brought
that
you
memo?
Tylenol. I could have brought you a Vicodin.
Did you know about this?
Yeah, Vicodin.
What do
let's-
you need?
Let's go that route.
What? Just call me.
Is that Advil story even real?
I don't know. My sister actually said it to me, and she's a nurse. And so when she tells me something, I don't even worry about looking it up.
Okay, you just go with what she says. She's the law.
I don't have time to research. I figure she went to nursing school. She's done the work.
I figured if I could survive the grocery store, I could survive the Advil. But I guess what they're saying is, if you take the Advil, then you go into the grocery store.
Dead by Sunday.
I don't know. I don't know.
It's tough to have.
It is tough.
Well, because Kevin's set one way, you're set the other, and I'm like, wake me up.
Virginia's on crack. She's crazy. What is she talking about?
Virginia's on crack.
Yes. Yes. What is she talking about?
I'm taking my Advil.
All right, take it.
Yeah, as far as the mask goes, somebody said, I went to Publix yesterday. 40% of the people weren't wearing it, including a mom and 3 kids. And that was at a Publix. Somebody else went to a local sports bar in Port St. Lucie yesterday and said nobody was wearing a mask. It was like how it was before all of this. I think you're going to see a good bit of that as people are just over it and they're ready to get back to a normal life. They're tired of it.
The more freedom you're given, the more crazier it's going to get out there.
Yeah. And David said, Virginia, you're talking about old news that was bunked a long time ago about ibuprofen. The news has changed on that. So apparently people are saying you're cool, Jay Bird.
I Advil'd it up.
Yes.
He already took it.
Yep.
Yeah.
There you go. So apparently you're all good.
I was met with, you're not supposed to be taking Advil.
Well, I just tell you what I heard, and no, I have not done the research in the past month. That was like a month ago that we heard
Virginia's
that.
going completely on hearsay. No research. And then judging you for it.
Advice her sister gave a month and a half ago.
And then judging you on her bad information. So there we go. That's how we're set here at the KVJ show. Oh, boy.
And the computer apparently has the corones.
It does, yes. Okay.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away, because you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
Well, coming up in a second in your Dirt of the Day, how is Snoop Dogg relieving stress in this time of crazy coronavirus? I'll share it with you. It's kind of adorable coming up in your Dirt. Before we get into that, did you see the NASCAR ratings are in and big, huge numbers for Fox. Their telecast of the race in Darlington, South Carolina on Sunday delivered about 6.5 million viewers.
Wow.
That's a 38% jump over the previous race that they had back before Corona hit. So people
Dang.
are definitely starved for some kind of sporting action.
Yep.
These live sporting events, that and the golf event that we had talked about that was right here local, were the first live sports telecasts since March. And so, yes, people were like, we need it,
Yeah.
and tuned in big numbers.
Yeah, and I'd heard that The Last Dance, the Michael Jordan, that was massive, setting all kinds of records for the highest ever most watched documentary in ESPN history.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Wendy Williams has taken a hiatus from her daytime talk show.
Oh, no.
I know you love her.
So.
I know you love her. She is battling that Graves' disease and I guess has been filming remote episodes from her New York City home during the pandemic.
If you want to make something sound serious, call it Graves.
No kidding. Well, I wish her well with the recovery. Don't want anything bad to happen to her.
So they're going to take a little break and do repeats for the rest of the week as she tries to battle symptoms of fatigue. Mm-hmm. And if you're stressed, well, maybe we can all take a little advice from Snoop Dogg. Here's what he does when he's stressed out and upset. He goes in his car, listens to Frozen.
No, he doesn't. He smokes weed
Well,
sitting in his car.
What does he do
Frozen.
after he smokes weed?
Oh, okay.
Let it go, let it go. Can't hold it back anymore. Let it go.
I had to come sit in my car and listen to this. Let it go. We'll be outside soon.
I agree with Kevin, though. He's not just listening to Frozen.
Yeah.
And that's what's going on in your dirt.
It's time for viral audio.
So hide your kids, hide your wife.
Double rainbow all the way across the sky.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
You guys ready for another quarantine?
Yeah.
Okay, too bad. You're getting it whether you want it or not. Here we go. Another fun parody song. You remember that old song? We don't have to take our clothes off.
Wow, they're going deep into the
Oh,
old
they are. They're going back to the 80s on this quarantine here. Yeah. Take our... Such a fun little bouncy song there. Yeah. All right. Oh, man. Aren't you going to miss the quarantines when this whole thing's over?
So much.
Yes, I bet.
Want to see what Virginia looks like on camera? And Kevin and Jason? YouTube.com/KVJ Show.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
What are you thinking about today, Jay Bird?
When you were going to church a lot growing up, Kev,
Yeah.
would they talk a lot about the 7 deadly sins? Is that a big religious thing?
No.
It's not at all?
Not where I went, no.
Okay, but is that a religious thing they talk about? Is that from the Bible, the 7 deadly sins? Or is that just a thing that you're...
I think the 10 Commandments are from the Bible.
What's the 7 deadly sins from?
Did people make that up?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Did people make the 7 deadly sins up?
Yeah, it's not anything that I don't even ever remember one time hearing any kind of sermon on the 7 deadly sins.
And isn't there more than just 7? I was going through.
Definitely.
Yeah, I'm thinking, why did those get...
I can think of about 15 that we've done in the past couple months.
What else should be on there? Because you've got...
Okay, yeah, you know what? And this is why I'm looking at it. The 7 deadly sins were identified by Pope Gregory I in the late 6th century. So it's not biblical. It's something, and that's probably why for me, I grew up Protestant. And so...
It's papal, so that's Catholic.
Yeah, so it's something that you might cover more in Catholicism.
Because you got envy.
I grew up Catholic. We did not talk about it a lot. It was always about the 10 Commandments.
Yeah.
As I remember.
Yeah, I wrote down 6. I forgot a 7th one. I'm trying to figure out what. Do you have the list up there?
Sloth.
Pride, envy, wrath, gluttony, lust, sloth, greed.
Is there one that you can see right there that you struggle with the most out of the 7? I think for me, probably gluttony. Just with food, I don't know, man. I think there's times where I can be gluttonous.
I don't know. During the quarantine, I think I've been all of that.
I don't feel like I've got greed, because greed's not one I don't think I got. Envy, I think you can envy some people. Do you have that at all?
Sure.
I don't know. You or Kevin don't have gluttony.
I try not to, but I've had moments. I mean,
Well, it covers food or drink, so I've had my moments.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you're right. Okay,
Yeah.
I
Back in it.
Retract my
Back in it, yep.
statement. Anger, I think we all suffer from that. Lust, that's a big one. I just want to see what you guys thought. I thought it was interesting. I thought it was based in religion. That's why I came to our religious.
It is in a sense, but it's Catholic, and it was a pope that came up with them.
And I definitely think there's more than 7 deadly sins out there.
Oh, yeah.
What you got on your mind today, Virginia?
So during this quarantine, we've kind of been doing some little things with Rocco to get him excited. We will go like on eBay or on Amazon, and the boy loves electronics.
He does.
Loves anything with like buttons and wires and controls and plugging into this and that. And so he had been watching some kid videos, and they were plugging this robot, and he had been talking about it for several days, Moxie the robot. And so I was like, okay, what is this robot thing about? I went and looked it up. Guess how much this robot for kids retails for? Moxie the robot. It speaks to your child, and it helps your child with emotional intelligence. It's a robot that's supposed to help them be more sensitive and more aware of their feelings.
Do you really want a robot to teach your kid how to feel? Oh, I don't know.
I thought that was the whole thing. Robots are supposed to be unfeeling.
No, this one is very in tune with emotions and feelings.
The emotional robot?
Yes. Moxie is
Well, if
the
it
name.
cries, is it going to rust?
I don't like this, Virginia. The thing sounds
When
horrifying.
you hear the price, you're really not going to like it. Guess how much the Moxie robot costs?
$830.
More.
Jeez.
$7,000.
$1,500. $1,500. They're promoting a robot for kids that you're supposed to buy them. That's $1,500.
That doesn't shock me. There's all kind of stuff out there like that for kids. That's so much money. I can't believe it.
Needless to say, Rocco did not get the robot. We instead found him. He was happy because we found a DVD player, and so we got him this little DVD player that he can play with and hook up to the TV. And
yeah, that seems more reasonable.
I'm just letting you know I am very against this emotional robot. I don't like it.
You need to look it up. It is kind of fascinating. Moxie is the name of it. But, I mean, just the sticker shock. I was expecting this thing to maybe be like $50. No.
Wow. That is
How much
really
is that?
kind of crazy.
$1,500.
How much did you think it was?
$50.
Virginia, no
It's
way.
little. It's like this big.
It's emotional, though.
It's like the size of a Barbie.
Yeah, but I mean, when you're talking about emotions.
Yeah, and how does it work? Where it teaches you, this is how you love. This is how you hurt.
I don't think it teaches you to hurt.
I don't know.
It's supposed to go the other way.
Malfunction?
Okay, interesting. Let me see what I got on my mind here today. I am a little bit excited about some sports stuff getting going again. It looks like the NFL is going to be opening up their training facilities. And you'll maybe start seeing, I know some of the Dolphins players are coming back. And today the Marlins are opening up their facilities for spring training. Oh. So I don't know if that means that they're going to be hanging out at Roger Dean Stadium in Jupiter.
They are. So
Okay.
they're coming to Jupiter. I don't think they're allowed to go in the clubhouse. They're not like allowed to like go in the congregation little areas. But I think they're allowed to do like whatever their baseball workout is.
Well, I guess it's on my mind because I was just curious when I saw that with the Marlins, if they're going back to Roger Dean Stadium in Jupiter, are other teams going to their spring training facilities? And does that mean that we can't badmouth the Astros right now? That's
Are you sure you want to open up this can? I'm about to open up a can of a whoop ass.
You already have a battle rap. I know that. And yeah, we got, they did not take kindly to that.
Well, you
They
can't
did-
find the battle rap anywhere because it's been taken
they
down.
asked us to take it
It's
down.
been tucking down?
Yeah, they didn't.
I'm
they didn't
really
like that.
upset.
So yeah, I'm just trying to figure out. Okay, so is everybody else coming back? Are the Nationals in West Palm? Or
The
the
ballpark
Astros
of the
coming
Palm
back?
Beaches
Yeah.
is now a testing site for the coronavirus, and that is open today.
Right.
And so can you do both? I know if I'm a player, I certainly don't want to be out there.
Do I have
not that I planned on bad mouthing the Astros and their whole cheating scandal, but it was topical yesterday. Did you see LeBron James was doing all kinds of? He's doing more productions than he is basketball at this time. He just announced that he's going to be producing a movie with Adam Sandler for Netflix. And then yesterday, apparently his company is going to be doing a whole documentary on the Astros cheating scandal.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, if you can't play, pivot and produce.
Yeah.
Work. Do something. I love a pivot.
Pivot's a good basketball term, too, Virginia.
All I know is I had to call my dad and tell him I was silenced. That's what I had to tell my dad.
Yeah.
He didn't take kindly to that.
So I just didn't know, where we are today. Because it'd be going, ixnay on the... I don't
know where the guy. I don't know where. What am I allowed to say? What am I allowed to talk about? Because I got in trouble last time about this.
Well, they just had you take it down. I know there's trouble. It's not like you had to stand in a corner.
No, no, but I don't know what I can say. So I'll talk to you about during commercial break.
Yeah,
say it.
I did get.
It's always better to ask for forgiveness than permission.
Yeah, no, I can
Say what you
I
need
can
to
leave
say.
it if they weren't happy.
Well, they weren't happy.
They wanted us to take it down.
They forced. We had to take it down. Management told us to take it down.
Yeah.
And it was right on the verge of doing something really good on the internet. Right, as it started taking fire, we had to take it down.
Right before it went viral.
Yep.
Dang. We've been trying to get something viral for a minute now. And you had it.
My problem is this. Stop being such babies. You're being babies, Houston Astros. You really are. You're taking signs away from people that are taunting you in the stands. Wah!
Feelings are still fresh in this one, Virginia.
Interesting.
I'm holding back.
Yeah, so I don't know what that means for everybody, but the Marlins are going back to Roger Dean today. So we're getting there. It seems like they have tried to come up with a plan as to what they're going to do with, opening up. And I know they put some more guidelines out there. Like apparently you're not allowed to spit and you're not allowed to knuckle bump and things like that. So they're coming up with like new guidelines. There's some, ridiculous rules.
And this is for the players?
This is what they're going to be doing for the players.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can fans still spit?
I don't think they're going to be fans in the stands.
Oh, that's right.
That's it. So don't worry about fans spitting.
We just have to watch it on TV.
Yeah, you'd watch it on TV, but the players themselves, they're trying to come up with some guidelines to try to get some players back. And I think it's going to be interesting as professional sports come back because some players are saying, I'm not coming back. I don't care what you say. So they're like, it's not worth it because I've, seen some of the long-term effects of coronavirus, and I'm not going to jeopardize my entire career to come back just so you guys can force a season this year.
Interesting. So if a guy is making money and he says he won't come back, will they stop paying him?
That's a good question. He may say, don't pay me this year. And I don't know.
I'm a pivot.
I think baseball's starting to say, because I think starting on June 1st, the Marlins have said that they're going to lay off like half of their staff, something like that.
Oh,
so they're going to do mass layoffs, or 40% maybe it was.
Players are bitching about taking a salary cut, and that's not going over real well with the fans.
Yeah,
they're not. They're complaining about they're knocking down their $1 million salaries, and the one guy was complaining because he's only making $400,000 this year. Imagine complaining, making $400,000.
Yeah,
it doesn't sound right. People don't want to hear millionaires bitch about their money.
You're right.
And they're coming to these players saying, "Well, okay, you guys don't want to play, but we don't print money.
We aren't open."
Right. There's a lot of stuff that goes on here. We need, fans in the stands. We need TV and all that kind of stuff. I mean, your money comes from somewhere. We don't just, poof. There's the magic, money fairy. And so that's the kind of the understanding. So it doesn't seem like a lot of the players like some of the rules are doing.
This one player was on his Twitch playing live. And, these athletes get on the video games, and they're all relaxed, and they're not thinking about what they're saying. And he's going off. He's like, bro, I'm not going to risk my life for going out there and not getting all my money. I got to get mine. And people are like, yeah, that's annoying.
So the new rules would be no high fives, fist bumps or hugs, no spitting, tobacco use, chewing sunflower seeds. Those are some of the guidelines. And they're also planning to process around 10,000 coronavirus tests per week. So that's what they're hoping to do. But then some people are like going, hey, I can't get a test. So yeah, we'll see what winds up happening. But they are starting to open it up. So a few Dolphins players coming back, starting to do some workouts. So are some Marlins players. So it's starting to slowly open up. When it'll start, though, nobody knows. Celebrity birthday today. Got really just one worth mentioning. Happy birthday to Virginia's favorite artist, Sam Smith, turning 28 today.
Love him.
Mm-hmm. Somehow it's his birthday and he's still sad.
He's so weepy.
Still sad. I got to say happy birthday to Shiran Patel. Turning 36. My name is Adam. Nice of you to send in that birthday notice, Adam. Next time, probably shouldn't put the birthday date in there. Does that bother you if people find out you're 36?
Nah.
What age do women get sensitive about their age?
Everybody's set different. It is what it is. I don't care.
You can't do anything about it.
You cannot do anything about it. All you can do is get a little Botox and hope for the best.
Yeah.
People that go after people for their age, I never really got that because I'm like, you know how this works, right? You are going to get old too, and if you don't get old, that means you're dead. It's always a weird thing to attack someone on.
You're right. It is odd. I don't get the phenomenon myself. I just know that people have issues with it. A couple of songs that people love by bands that they hate. Incomplete by the Backstreet Boys. I think there was a song or something like that. Maybe it was Incomplete. There was a song by them because I didn't really necessarily care for the Backstreet Boys when they first came out. Because, boy bands and where I was in my life, it wasn't cool to like boy bands.
I'm tough. I don't listen to that kind of girly crap.
But then it was maybe his song, maybe it was Incomplete. I can't remember. Like, that's actually kind of good. And I really started getting into them.
Yeah, was it LFO? They had the Summer Girls. I did like that song. and I do not like that band.
The rest of the stuff was garbage, yeah.
Your band, Kiss, I love that song, Beth. But I'm normally not a Kiss fan.
And it's kind of not. It's such a easy listening kind of a song.
Yeah, it's very sweet and smooth and lovely and not Kiss-like.
The song I hear from them that a lot of people like, people who hate Kiss, is a song called Hard Luck Woman.
Excellent song.
Yeah. People were really like, okay, that's actually a decent song.
That really is. That's my all-time favorite Kiss song. They have a few I like, but that's a fantastic song.
Yeah.
I've got, I can't stand Jimmy Buffett.
Right.
But he's got a song called Come Monday.
I was going to say,
and that's a
great
song.
Yeah.
I also got Motley Crue. I hate Motley Crue's music, but I love Home Sweet Home.
That's a good tune, isn't it?
Jam.
Yeah.
Patti LaBelle. I don't care for her music, but on my own's a great song. It's a great song.
Yep.
Somebody said, not a fan of Kanye West, but I love Gold Digger.
Gold Digger's a great song.
Through the Wire's my jam.
Mm-hmm. Story of My Life by One Direction. Somebody said, I can't stand that band, but I love that song. And I hate Katy Perry, but I love Firework. And I think it's because of the movie The Interview, the one that they had where it kind of like spoofed Kim Jong-un. Remember that?
I remember it.
It was the stoner movie.
Yeah.
Basically with, what's his name? Was
Franco and Seth Rogen.
Yeah, that's right.
I got Katy Perry on my list, but have you ever heard a song? They tried to make it a hit, but I don't think it was a major hit for her. It's called Thinking of You. When I'm with him, I'm thinking of you. No?
No, that's twisted.
I cannot stand her music, but I love that song.
I love all her music.
You're her demo.
I am.
Yeah, that's right. So there you go. Anything else you want to add into the conversation, you can. All right, time to explore some wildlife here. Always learning stuff about the wildlife that is around us, and it's important to know, especially here in Florida, because we've got so many squirrely animals, and new ones are coming in. I see that there are some more invasive lizards that they want us to keep an eye out for now. So there's always just something new that is out there. So that's why we educate you with Dennys or Animal. Our friend Caitlin is going to play along with us today. Hello, Caitlin.
Hey.
All right, you ready for a rousing round of Dennys or Animal?
Yes, I am. It's a very hard game, and I hope I win.
It is. It's very, very challenging.
Really tests a woman.
Very, very challenging. Okay, first one we have here is this is an elephant seal fighting off a rival male. You know, it's mating season.
Ah.
Yes. And things can get a little bit squirrely out there in nature. So what do you think? Is this a real elephant seal or is this Dennys? Wow, the fury, the strength, the power you can hear.
That's very impressive.
All in that clip. Caitlin, what do you think? Is that Dennys or Animal?
That's so difficult because of the sound effects in the background, but I'm going to have to go with Dennys.
Going to go with Dennys on that? Wow, no, that is a real elephant seal.
Dang it.
That is the real thing.
Wait, what?
That was real.
Yeah.
That was not Dennys.
That is not Dennys here. I know. Yeah, I know Denny sounds that fierce.
I think you underestimated this game, my friend.
Yeah, I know. She came on with like, I'm going to just tiptoe through this thing.
0 for 1.
Yeah. Maybe not that easy after all. Here is a great, lovely little clip. Would have been great last week, too, for Mother's Day. This is a mama bird feeding a baby bird. This is a mama bird feeding a baby bird. Regurgitates. See, that's what they do. You can hear the baby in the nest, and you know how birds feed. They eat, and then they regurgitate into their baby's mouth.
That one might be more difficult than the first one.
Yeah, it's tough. Caitlin, I don't know. What do you think here? You get some redemption
Okay,
from that
that
lesson?
is Dennys.
You're going to say
That
that
is
one
Dennys.
is Denny's. That, yes. That one is Denny's.
You should have messed with her and said, nope, that's real.
I don't know what I believe anymore.
Yeah, throwing you off here. All right, and we got one more to see if you can come out on the winning end of this here, Caitlin. This is a bronco, a horse, throwing off a cowboy.
Ooh, all right.
Dang, okay. This
That's
is good.
so specific.
Yeah, very specific, and this is an action clip here. What do you think?
Whoa there.
Oh! I mean, did you hear when that poor cowboy hit the dirt?
Can you please play it again? And but just listen to how calm the cowboy is during all this calamity.
Well, you got to try it. You got a wild bronco. You can't startle the animal.
It's the calmest cowboy.
Yeah, you got to be calm yourself.
Whoa there.
I mean, listen to that poor cowboy. He hit the ground and he exploded.
Oh, Dennys.
Wow.
It might be my new favorite one, man.
Wow. Okay, what do you think about that, Caitlin? Is that Denny's or animal?
That is Dennys. Please God, let that be Dennys.
That one was Denny's. Very nice. You rebounded nicely here. Caitlin got 2 out of 3. Pretty good score on Denny's or animal.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for playing here.
That's an amazing clip.
Yeah, it is.
It's layered.
Yeah.
If Denny's were a cowboy.
Well, I mean, it tells a whole story in the course of 3 seconds.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, you can hear the horse, aggressive.
Whoa there.
You got stoner cowboy. Whoa there. Whoa there. He's trying to reason with the beast. Reason with the beast because he's in a precarious situation.
He even as he's falling, he's kind of gentle and peaceful.
Whoa, yeah, whoa. That thud. So there you go. All right, learning more about the animal world with Denny's or Animal here on the KVJ Show. Well, we got a couple different options for you here. We'll be throwing this up on the KVJ Show Twitter. Which is better? First poll we got up right now is, which is better, beer or wine? And I was kind of curious, so I also threw spirits in there as well to see where everybody is divided. Virginia, what is your choice? I'll give you 3 options, not just 2.
Well, if I want my life and my family and my marriage to stay intact, I'm picking beer.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. I just get into too much trouble with wine, and I get into way too much trouble with spirits. I got to stick to beer.
Really? Is this a recent development?
I mean, I've always known this.
Yeah.
But it becomes glaring when now I'm on a quarantine, so now I'm home and I'm the only one drinking. It's kind of glaring.
Zoom me, dog. I'll drink with you.
I did every
We do.
Friday.
Yeah, that's the problem.
That was the problem.
Yeah.
Fridays just become a complete wash, and the whole family's like, ugh.
Okay. What?
It's different when you're out and your family's not with you.
Sure.
It's totally different when you're home and you're the only one drinking and the rest of the family's not. And everybody's like, why is she so crazy?
I was just kidding. I don't think we should Zoom and drink. It's good what you're doing. Making some changes. I like that. You need to.
What would you say if you had to choose 3 categories, Bird?
Oh, spirits. But the Bird's over here looking to get in a little trouble, if you know what I mean.
Footloose and fancy free.
Yeah, I got no kids. I got no significant other. Yeah, bartender, give me a whiskey.
Okay. I will gravitate between the three. Been a big craft beer guy for a while. Trying to watch the waistline a little bit more these days. So I would say that right now I'm going for the spirits category. The lighter stuff.
Yeah, all right.
And I'm surprised by this because right now we're only at 20 votes. I just posted it. But spirits is number 1 with 47%. Beer is 2 with 42%. And wine is only got 11%.
I've been drinking some wine. Denny's wife, Jen, has a bunch of wine. And I like a white wine. It's good.
Yeah, I mean, wine, it can sneak up on you, though.
It does sneak up on you.
Because they're like, 12, 13, 14%. And it's not something to be taken lightly.
Mm-hmm. All right, there you go. Okay, so that is one that we got. We'll get through the rest of these throughout the course of the day, and I'll give you the results tomorrow. Which is better, Tony the Tiger or the Tiger King?
Oh, Tony the Tiger. Not even close.
I don't know. Tiger King gave me some pretty wild entertainment in these times.
Yeah, but Tony the Tiger gave you great enjoyment over the years. Decades, Mama.
I don't eat cereal.
They're great.
Depends on what you're grading them on. If you're looking for entertaining, I'm more entertained by the Tiger King. Better character, I'm going Tony the Tiger.
I'm sticking with Tony the Tiger.
Tony the Tiger for you? Okay, we'll see where that comes up tomorrow. Which is better, Ronald McDonald or Wendy from Wendy's?
Now, as just a character, as a mascot kind of a thing?
Yeah, we're not really judging the food here, I don't think, on this one.
Ronald McDonald.
Yeah, he's more active, Kevin. I mean, he's got a house where they put up sick kids. I mean, he's doing it all right.
And I'm not trying to knock down Wendy here. She's a legend.
Yeah.
But Ronald McDonald, I just feel like he was here first.
He steps it up.
Yeah.
She's okay.
She's great.
I never see her out and about, though. I mean, I literally see him out and about.
Yeah.
She reminds me of Pippi Longstocking. I don't know have you guys ever seen that movie? I had such a crush on her.
You always talk about Pippi Longstocking.
I had a crush on her growing up.
We know.
And I don't always. What's the last time I brought up Pippi? It's been a while.
Yeah, I think Ronald McDonald, he's got a posse. He's got jokes. He's got magic tricks. He's got his own van. I don't see all that from Wendy. So I'm going wrong.
You're starting to make him sound creepy. Magic tricks, a van, a posse of people.
Mike Myers movies or Michael Myers movies, the Halloween franchise, which is better?
I'm going to go Michael Myers, the horror franchise, over Mike Myers.
Okay.
You're going Mike Myers, aren't you?
Yeah, because I've never seen any of the spooky ones.
Too soft.
And if you say Mike Myers movies, you got to have Wayne's World. You got to have
Austin Powers
in there. All the ones he's done. So I'm going Mike Myers.
Me too.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you guys don't like horror movies, though.
Yeah. Dog the Bounty Hunter or the Croc Hunter?
I mean,
which hunter?
Not even close.
Yeah, I don't think it's close.
Rest in peace, Croc Hunter.
Yeah, Ed the Man was a legend. He had such a spirit, and then you see it now in his children. He just did it right.
Billie Eilish or Billy Joel?
I mean, it's not...
Yeah, not even close.
Billy Joel.
Yeah, he's a legend. Mariah Carey or Jim Carrey? Which is better?
Jim Carrey.
Mariah Carey.
I'm going to go Jim Carrey.
I'm going
today.
Jim Carrey.
No.
Yeah. And Chili's or TGI Fridays? Which is better?
Chili's.
Ooh, see, it comes down to the honey mustard. They're both fantastic. I edge out with TGI Fridays.
Really? Wow.
Oh, I love Chili's too.
Chili's is way better.
TGI Fridays.
Okay. I've had my strong runs at both, and I would lean to the side of Chili's in the bar area. It's 2 for $1 all day, every day. The chips and salsa's amazing. Their boneless buffalo bites are fantastic.
Their queso?
Their frozen margarita is unbelievable.
The margaritas and the
Yeah.
queso, I could sit there for 6 hours, and I have.
They got the Chili's girls.
They have those Presidente margaritas.
All right, I'm changing my answer. Chili's.
Okay.
Yeah, the Chili Chicks.
The Chili Chicks, yeah.
They come out to our Little Smiles golf tournament every year.
The Chili Chicks was the final
Has TGI
straw.
Fridays ever given you margaritas at your golf tournament?
You're right. I'm going to get silly with Chili's.
Okay, every now and then you may go off, and by the time all the dust is settled, you're asking yourself, okay, wait, they're the jerk, right? Not me. I mean, I'm completely blameless in this whole situation. Sometimes that's not always the case. So if you ever have any doubts, you can send us an email and ask if you are the jerk. Got a couple different interesting scenarios here. One about, okay, yeah, they feel like they deserve reimbursement. And are they the jerk because their girlfriend ruined their earbuds? And they want some restitution. It says here that it all started yesterday. I got home from running outside, threw my sweatpants on the floor. About 30 minutes later, my girlfriend walks into the room, says she's going to start some laundry. Asked what I needed. I told her. Then she asked if the pants on the ground were dirty, and I said, yeah, without even thinking that I'd left my AirPods in the pockets.
Oh, no.
She starts the laundry, does it, ruins the AirPods.
Oh.
And I said, how can you be so clueless to not check the pockets? She said, oh, I'm sorry, it's an honest mistake, but I mean, who really checks the pockets before they do laundry? Do you check your pockets, Virginia, before you do laundry?
No. I don't usually have anything in my own personal pockets, but if I do Panda's and Magnolia's laundry and they have stuff in their pockets, or Rocco's, I'm not checking every pocket.
Don't ever wash your pants when you have crayons in the pocket or lipstick. Both of them are really tough to get out.
Yeah.
Why do you have lipstick?
What do you mean, why do I have lipstick? I'm always dressing up for weird stuff. I always have makeup.
Sexy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's tough to get out of clothes. You'll ruin them.
Yeah.
I washed it with a crayon before.
But I just dump the whole laundry basket in. Like I have a basket of whites and a basket of colors, and I just dump the whole thing in. I don't go through all the pockets. And when I find money in the wash or the dryer, I keep it.
Once you keep washing the clothes that have a bunch of colors in them, you're able to wash them with the whites.
No, I never wash colored clothing with whites, ever.
All right. Neither do I.
Because I bleach the whites every time. I like them crisp. I like them fresh. I like them super white.
Because I have a lot to learn. You bleaching your white clothes?
Yeah, I have white towels and white sheets, and I like them white.
But
and
you don't
bright.
bleach. You don't bleach your actual clothes.
If they're white, I do. Underwear, T-shirts.
My family does that, but there's some clothes that have, like, I have a Marlin shirt that has had a blue, trim on it, and it's now like bleached blue. You ever seen that color?
Yeah, that's.
I would never put colors in with the bleach. I mean,
Yeah, sometimes they think it's white because they're just like, throwing stuff quickly, not realizing it had blue trim on it, and then, forget about it. I got bleach stains on a lot of clothes.
I don't like that.
Sucks.
That does suck.
Yeah, it does.
I'd be very sad.
So what about this case where she washes his sweatpants, his AirPods are in the pocket, and he's like, you should have checked. She's like, well, I didn't know who checks the pockets. And he's like, well, give me $250. She's like, I don't have $250.
Why does he wash his own clothes?
She don't owe him $250. As soon as she said, "Are these pants on the floor?" he should have remembered that the AirPods were in there and said something.
I think you got to be responsible for your own AirPods. You should have had them in the docking station, recharging immediately when you got in. That was kind of careless on your point. And you're right. She's washing your clothes. So if you're going to do that, she can hand you a bill for $250 for doing your laundry. That's just the way it works.
And don't be a slob. When you come in, put your clothes in the hamper. Don't leave them by the door.
I sided with the girlfriend on this one.
I do too. Yeah, I think that actually, yes, you are the jerk. Let it go. Let it go.
Let it go. And just realize sometimes this happens. I washed my bed sheets the other day, and I don't know how, but the remote got in the duvet cover. And while I was putting it in the washing machine, I just happened to grab it, and I felt the remote in that one area. Thank God I grabbed that area. I would have washed the damn remote, and that would have been on me.
Yeah. You got to watch throwing the laundry.
It's my stuff, my remote, my AirPods. I got to keep up with my electronics.
Yeah. You're grabbing a bundle of towels, and your kid's in there. It can happen.
The more we talk about it, the more annoyed I am with this Airbud guy.
Yeah, I think he's way out of line, actually. Yeah, I'm not siding with you, unfortunately, my friend. This person wants to know, am I the jerk that I'm upset because my husband recorded me snoring? It says, my husband recorded me snoring one night while I was 36 weeks pregnant.
Aww.
I was a whale, had water retention, and was barely sleeping anyway. Unbeknownst to me, he recorded me as a video in the dark on his cell phone sounding like a lawnmower, and while we had friends over for dinner the next evening, he showed his sister and her boyfriend saying how terrible it was trying to sleep with me snoring like this. And they're like, oh, it's so gross. And they were laughing at me. Well, maybe hormones. I don't know. But I snapped. I ugly cried. Then I insulted my husband's balding head and his sister's fat ass.
Okay.
Then I went and sat in our local park. When I got home, they had gone and my husband was in the spare room. I look back now and think I probably overreacted, but I still feel so embarrassed that something I thought was personal could be broadcast like that to everybody at dinner. It has affected my self-esteem and the relationship with my significant or my sister-in-law, who still hasn't had kids. We rarely talk anymore, and I think it really was how I acted.
Yeah, the insulting her ass was probably the wrong move. Because all she was doing was reacting to the video.
Yeah.
She got hit with shrapnel. And it's unfortunate that she got hit with shrapnel, but I mean, I kind of think that your man overstepped a little bit, but then you overstepped too. So everybody was a little bit wrong in this.
Yes.
The poor sister-in-law didn't do anything wrong.
It'd be one thing if you recorded it and then just showed her and you guys have your own moment. It's when you start showing it to other people. I mean, we're set a little different. That stuff wouldn't embarrass us, but I can see that embarrassing somebody else.
Absolutely. Especially when you're hormonal and you're pregnant and you're super sensitive.
Yes.
You already are going to cry at the drop of a hat. So don't mess with your pregnant wife.
She was embarrassed, and then you started showing it to other people, and they were all like, oh, that's so gross. So she got hurt by
You
that.
fired the first shot, but then she just took out the gun and started shooting everybody.
And that's what I say. Don't start stuff. Because
Yeah, you're right.
how people are going to finish it.
Don't
No, you're
start
right.
stuff with your pregnant wife.
I think a simple apology should do. And I think your husband started, he was in the wrong. Yes, you overreacted. You should be able to just say, look, I'm sorry. It struck me wrong. I shouldn't have said what I said, and I'm pregnant. And you should get forgiveness. If you don't and they want to harbor that grudge and then still not talk to you, then I think they're being the jerk.
I agree. You're pregnant.
And when you apologize, he should apologize as well.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't start your apology by saying that, but if he was a cool guy, he would definitely take his ownership of this. He is partially responsible.
He really started it.
Well, here's the thing, though. There's no way this sister's going to ever forget that comment about her ass being fat.
Yeah.
But this might be the motivator. She needs to get on the treadmill.
Look, some people can't help it. They got a flat booty, and there ain't nothing they can do about it.
Fat or flat?
Fat.
Fat? Oh,
yeah.
Even more insulting.
Yeah, flat wouldn't be as bad as fat.
Still not a compliment, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, there you go. If you got your own situation you want to run past us, send us an email, mail@kvjshow.com, mail@kvjshow.com.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. Huh. So many people on meth. Ow!
Well, we got a couple of unruly people kicking off our whacked out news, including 32-year-old Audra Adams, who kept trying to kiss random strangers at the Monkey Bar and Grill in India Atlantic near Melbourne, Florida.
Well, I mean, the place is called Monkey Bar. You know, monkey around, Kev.
All she was. Well, here was the weird twist. She's going around trying to kiss people, but then she called 911 5 times to report Monkey Bar for not enforcing social distancing rules.
This is just the beginning of the weird stories you're going to hear of people being drunk in bars.
She is hammered.
Wow.
She's going to wake up and have no recollection of any of this.
Dang.
Number 911, what's the address of your emergency?
This is in Monkey Bar, and I'm being told I'm trespassed because somebody observed me not obeying the law that they're not agreeing to under OSHA and under every other explicable...
What are you even talking about, OSHA? They're not letting you in because you're drunk.
What are you talking about, OSHA?
That 911 operator saw right through it.
What are you even talking about?
Yeah. Old Audra did admit she had been drinking, but denied being intoxicated.
Girl.
Yeah.
That all move when you're hammered. I'm not drunk.
Not drunk.
girl.
Yeah, so she was arrested on trespassing charges and resisting an officer without violence and misuse of a 911 system.
And I wonder, too, if she woke up the next morning still defending herself. Let me tell you something.
Hopefully not.
You hope not?
There's a woman in Tennessee that called 911 and said that Blake Shelton was trying to kill her.
Okay, well, let's get this guy.
Where was he?
He was in the woods with a knife. And she said, I don't know why, but Blake Shelton is hunting me down, trying to kill me. She also said that she and Eric Church, another country star, were dating and that Dolly Parton was flying in to see her.
Oh, bless her heart.
When the cops showed up, they found a mysteriously empty bottle of vodka on the table in her camper. And she was also arrested for misuse of 911. You see the bad combination of alcohol and 911?
Yes.
They did not track down Blake Shelton?
No. Blake Shelton apparently is still in the woods with a knife. There was a man that got arrested after he exposed himself to a woman drinking coffee on the porch of her condo in Naples, Florida. The 39-year-old man said to the woman, "This is what you do to me." And he proceeded to walk over to the lounge chair by the pool, and he laid down on the chair.
Oh.
He then lifted his legs and played with his you-know-what and started just full out going to town on himself.
It's rough.
That is rough. She screamed and called 911. Now, of all the 3 stories we've had, that's the time you call 911. He was then arrested, and his mugshot is very entertaining. He's just like...
Does he look like the kind of guy that would bring his willy to a party?
Completely, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can usually see it.
Yeah.
Like, there's just something, there's a look in the eye.
Yeah, there is. Having problems with spacing people out in different places. I saw aerial footage of some big old block party from over the weekend somewhere here in Florida.
Oh, my.
Yeah, maybe Lake Avon or someplace like that. And then there was also a huge house party in Los Angeles that was breaking these stay-at-home rules they have there. The party, though, broke up after a man accidentally shot himself in the groin.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, so that'll end the party pretty quick.
Jeez.
Yeah, take a bullet to the nards. Party's over.
Is he okay?
He's not okay, Virginia.
No, he's not.
No, you don't shoot yourself in the nards and say, yeah, I'm fine.
You got a lot of nards. You shot me in the nards with a paintball, and I'm not okay.
Yeah.
It left a scar. You weren't bleeding. Wah.
He's alive, but he's not okay.
You hit my nard and my peen somehow.
There's a serial underwear thief in Singapore that admitted in court that he snuck out during the lockdown to steal a bunch of bras and underwear. Ain't no lockdown gonna keep a perv from being pervy.
Dude, what's the matter with you?
Yeah, I mean, quarantine doesn't stop pervy.
Yeah.
You can't stop that.
You can't lock down perv.
No.
Perv will find a way to leak out.
Oh.
There's a soccer team in South Korea that has apologized for using sex dolls as fans to fill some seats in its stadium.
I saw that restaurants are doing that too. Blow-up dolls and weird sex dolls.
If you put clothes on them, though, aren't they just a mannequin?
They're just dolls.
Filled with air?
It depends on what kind you get. Some have very, very creative mouths.
It just means they're hungry.
Yeah. Put a burrito in there.
That's a good idea.
Yes.
It can work.
Yeah. And some very interesting face masks are out there. Inventors in Israel have created a face mask with a remote control mouth hole that lets you eat without taking it off. Okay. I don't know how well that's going to do. I think it's made of metal. No
Metal?
thanks. Yeah.
That sounds heavy.
And this one seems to make a little bit more sense. Researchers are working to develop a face mask that lights up when it comes in contact with coronavirus. Well, that's kind of smart.
Huh.
It's you said a light?
It lights up, yes, when it signals the presence of a virus.
So if you're out and about in the grocery and you go to breathe some air with this mask on and it senses corona, it'll light up?
Yep, they had done them previously with Zika and Ebola, and now they're working to do the same kind of threading and embedding with the sensors for coronavirus.
Wow.
They say it'll produce a fluorescent signal when a person with the virus breathes, coughs, or sneezes. So it sounds like if you put the mask on, it could actually tell you immediately if you have coronavirus.
Huh.
Interesting. That'd be quite a little test there, wouldn't it?
Yeah, if it works.
If it works. So there you go. Some fascinating stuff going on in your whacked out news here today. Compliments that are really insults. And Insider.com did a list of what compliments sound like an insult. You may have gotten a lot of these, and you're like, okay, thanks. I think. You look great for your age.
That's a good one.
Okay, thanks, I think. You clean up real nice.
Oh, I get that one.
Aww.
It's insulting.
Because normally you look like a complete hobo.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, at least you tried. Clearly you're a failure and you failed massively, but at least you tried. You're so articulate. They said that anybody who's not white, if you ever get this, it is very insulting.
It is insulting.
Just, okay, I'm articulate for what?
Gotcha.
Well, it's insulting.
Mm-hmm. Could understand that. How about this one? This compliment kind of sounds like an insult. I hated you when we first met, but I kind of like you now.
Listeners have come up to me and said,
yeah. Mm-hmm. When somebody says, I really love how you don't care what people think of you.
That just says that you're an animal and you don't care that you're an animal.
So nice to be so messed up, but you don't care at all. That's great because normal people would care a lot.
Yeah.
About how you're behaving or how you look. Or
you don't care.
In a sense, they're kind of saying, maybe you should care a little bit.
When somebody says, you look pretty when you smile. Because when you don't look pretty.
I kind of disagree. I think so. I think you can have a pretty smile. And so maybe you should just say you have a pretty smile and not.
Just say, I love your smile.
Yeah,
you have an amazing smile. And leave it at that. Yeah, maybe it's retooling how you say it. Because if you say you look pretty when you smile, that's conditional. Saying the condition of smiling makes you pretty. If not, maybe not so much. So yeah, it's a good compliment if it's rephrased. And wow, you've lost so much weight. That is a tough one. And they say that's a compliment that sounds like an insult.
Well, because it's so much weight. There's a difference between, oh, you look good, you lost weight. You lost so much weight. Porky.
Yeah, that is a real
That's what it's saying.
tough one. I've had that kind of situation where I have people or friends or someone that you know, and it's really weird on how to handle that sometimes. In both ways. If they've lost a ton of weight or if they put on a ton of weight. Putting on a ton of weight, like I'll see them like, okay, don't change your face. Don't change your tone. Like, just be like, hey, what's going on?
Stay away from weight. Maybe just say, man, you look great. And leave it at that. You don't have to say that the weight is what's great. You're just saying you look great.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing that's insulting when someone congratulates you on doing something that's kind of simple. Like you did that yesterday. I put my mask on. Oh, you did good. You put it on right. I'm like, step off.
Like the big challenges of putting on a face mask.
Yeah. Oh,
unlike today when you left it at home.
Yeah, I did not. It's in my other room. It's it's Denny's room. Why don't you get off stop worrying about old Bird, worry about you and your panicked ass.
Mm-hmm. I hate the times where you can be insulting and you don't mean to be insulting. Talking about the weight thing, I had this happen one time where somebody came up and they were talking to me, and I'm like, okay, wait, what do I know this person? And they put on a lot of weight, and like going, it's whatever their name was, it's Randy. Yeah, I just put on a lot of weight, and you're like, oh, hey. And I'm like, you're just like, I don't know what to.
Randy had to say it to you.
Yes. Because I guess they could see, like, I was like, hey, what's going on?
Dude.
And I guess they thought, like, we should have had a different kind of rapport based on our past. And they could see, like, it just wasn't. And I'm like, and I really was. I was like, wait, why do I know this person? And it wasn't really clicking. And yeah. And I was insulting without at all meaning to be insulting. And I don't even know what to do in that situation.
I worked with this one guy one time. He told this coworker, he was looking at the picture of their baby. He goes, "Oh, your daughter's beautiful." He's my son. That was
Yeah.
I know. I was there.
That was so uncomfortable. We had about 8 people with us in that group. We had just got to Miami, so we're meeting everybody in the office. So everyone's listening. Kim was like, "Oh, you have a beautiful daughter, and it's a great picture." That's my son.
I think that was the day I knew it wasn't going to work there.
That was
day one.
We should have left.
That was day one.
Yep. You know what? Sorry, guys. I'm out.
I don't get a good feeling about this.
I mean,
Yeah.
wasn't everybody in the office listening to that? It was,
yeah.
Okay, here we go. Round of Master Debater. There's so many things that people are debating today, and honestly, I actually could hear both sides of the argument, and I still would not really even know for sure what the correct answer is. That's kind of the world that we're living in here today. But what we're doing is just like if you're on a debate team, they might throw these topics out at you, and being a master debater is not about having a strong opinion. It's about having a strong ability to debate an argument.
So we could be debating something we personally don't even believe in.
Yeah.
It's all about that gift of gab.
That's the mastery of it. And they do this a lot, I know, when it comes to like if you want to be an attorney or something like that, because a lot of times you have to represent something that you don't agree with at all. Or you have to represent a client that you think actually might be guilty, but it is your job to give them a vigorous defense.
That's why I couldn't be a lawyer.
It'd be tough.
I couldn't do it.
Yeah, so that's
I'd
what
be
it
like,
is.
he's guilty. I know he did it.
Well, the thing I love about this game is like when you can take a side because the person who goes first picks the side of the argument they want. And I always love it when you have like Bigfoot is real and then you take the side where they're going, Bigfoot's totally real, and then Jaybird has to argue why he's not.
That's an evil
And make it
trick.
good.
And you have to make it good
believable.
and make it believable. So yeah, it's not about our own personal opinions on any of this stuff. This is just about the kind of argument that you can make. Okay, so we got a couple of judges here. We could probably use a third because if you have two that are on either side, we could use a third here. 877-979-WRMF. We have Vanessa from Boynton Beach and Nicole here from Miramar. Hello, ladies.
Hi.
Okay, now the thing that we want to stress is that you are casting your vote on who has the better argument, not with how you personally feel on the topic, okay?
Okay.
Okay. All right. That is pretty much the name of the game. Virginia, you pick your opponent. Who is it going to be? Is it going to be myself, the Bird, or Dennys that you're going to face off against?
Let me take the Bird.
Oh, the witch. Throwing that gauntlet down. Okay.
I'm going to go for it.
Fine. Let's do this thing.
Okay. All right. Here we go. The greatest debates happening now during the pandemic. Virginia, I'll let you go first, and you get to pick the side of the argument you want. You have 15 seconds. When you hear the buzzer, you know that you need to relent and let the other opponent fill the other 15 seconds with their argument.
Okay.
All right. Are you ready, Virginia?
Ready.
Okay, here we go. Master debater. Here we go. Topic 1. If you typically go to restaurants, you should go now to support the industry as it is now safe to do so. Okay, this is argument for getting people to go to restaurants. So if you typically go to a restaurant and you believe in that, right now, if you want to save your favorite restaurant, you should go to that restaurant right now. Like, don't wait, because if you wait 2 more weeks, 3 more weeks, another month or 2 months till you feel good about whatever, then they might be out of business. So basically, if you are a person who is a big fan of a restaurant, then you should go out to support that restaurant right now. You're arguing, is it safe to go out to a restaurant right now? When you see those people sitting at a restaurant, is it safe for them to be there at a restaurant? The state of Florida says it is.
Why do you look so confused?
Well, I'm just wondering about the whole takeout loophole, because that's what I do.
Yeah, this is going and sitting in a restaurant. They've opened
Physically
up.
sitting.
Yep, to sit there. Yep, 50%. You're right. I kept explaining it till
Can I debate why Virginia shouldn't play this game at all?
I'm just confused.
I mean, how many times has the man got to explain it?
Yes. Okay, Florida's telling you that it's okay to go to a restaurant. Basically, do you agree or disagree? That is the side of the argument that you have. Your time begins now.
I don't think it should be that the Florida state tells you what to do. If you feel comfortable, go in. I personally am not going in because I want to wait this out and see just a little while longer how the whole thing goes. I don't want to be the first ones to get sick.
Yeah, you should definitely not go to a restaurant because we don't even know all the details about coronavirus. People are worrying about businesses going out. Well, what happens when your life goes out of business? You can possibly bring back a restaurant in a few months. You cannot bring back your life.
Okay, did you both argue to not go?
Yes.
Okay. You're supposed to take the other side of the argument.
Damn it.
Wow. This bit might not have been a good idea.
No, it is a good idea. It's a good idea, baby. It's a good idea. I did it wrong, damn it.
And you were making fun of me.
You threw the gauntlet.
Well, Dennys, I don't even know how we have our people rule on that.
Who had the better argument?
Yeah, I mean, they
both took the same side of the argument.
Interesting strategy.
I agree with you, Jay-Bird.
Did I not explain it well enough? I don't know.
I don't know. I was and I love this game too, Kevin. You know what?
I did until this.
Let's just see how it goes with the call.
Yeah, let's see. It could go either way.
Okay, well, I guess it's who made the better argument on the same point. All right, sorry.
This is a new wrinkle for us.
Good heavens.
Should I just lose that automatically because I didn't do it right?
Yeah, probably.
All right, that's fair. Oh, for one, you win. Well, you win it on forfeit.
A technicality.
Yes. Okay. That's a new rule. If you decide to argue the exact same side as the first argument, that is an automatic disqualifier.
We've never seen that before.
I've never seen that. Yeah.
I was listening to you, and then I stopped listening to you, and then I started to get my argument ready, and it just fell apart, man.
Okay. Again,
it's Kevin's fault.
How?
Because he hired me.
Okay, so again, the person who starts takes one side of the argument.
I got it.
I don't know if you do. You can't be the person that says, I got it when you didn't get it. The second person that goes takes the opposite side of the argument when you hear the buzzer. Okay, Jaybird, you start this round. All right, here we go.
All right.
Master debater. You should always wear a mask out in public. You should always wear a mask out in public. Ready and begin.
You should not always wear a mask out in public because it's confusing everybody. Right now, robberies are up 18% because people think someone's just coming in there with a coronavirus mask on. No, it's not. People are getting robbed, y'all.
All right, the CDC says everybody should wear a mask. It protects not just the healthy, but also the sick. And I think we found out earlier, 99% of the microbes are protected when you wear a mask. Everyone should wear one to protect the healthy and the sick.
I believe Virginia used some Karen stats, and I believe Jaybird just made his up. So
we don't know that. That's alleged.
Vanessa, who do you think had the better argument in that actual round of Master Debater?
I definitely think that Virginia was pretty solid on her facts and her delivery.
Okay. All right. So Virginia's going to get the point on that one. Nicole, who would you give that one to?
I kind of think Jaybird.
Okay. Dennys, you are the tiebreaker.
I work in the healthcare field, but I think Jaybird got it.
Okay. All right, Dennys, you got to be the tiebreaker because Pedro hung up.
Pedro hung up, huh?
I've got a lot of problems in this bit today. Yes.
I don't see this one coming back for a while.
This is why when I go into bits, I'm like, is this a good idea right now? And they're like,
we're having a good time.
Yeah, we're having a great time.
In a year, you'll bring it back. In a year.
Yes.
This thing will not see the light of day for a year.
It might be a while.
Mistakes happen in life. You know?
Well, so Virginia was dropping Karen facts, so I don't know if they're reliable, but Bird was also dropping facts I don't know necessarily was reliable.
They canceled each other out
They're
again.
both completely unreliable.
But out of the two, I guess I would side with Bird because There's a chance that robberies could go up. I haven't seen the numbers on it, but I have seen the numbers on the masks.
You did good, kid. You voted right.
Okay. That just means you got to have an even stronger argument here, Virginia. Okay. All right. Here we go. This is the tiebreaker. I can't believe it's made it this long.
This is a mess.
All right. Here we go. Virginia's got a point. Jaybird's got a point. And Master Debater.
I got to listen to your point.
Probably a good idea. Okay. Here we go. The state and federal government's response to the coronavirus has been excellent. All right, that is the point that you're arguing. The state and federal government's response to the coronavirus has been excellent. That's how you would rate it. All right, Virginia, you get to choose your side of the argument. Ready and begin.
The state and federal response to this thing has not been awesome. They didn't have enough ventilators. They came out with the wrong numbers initially and got us all scared that it was going to be this big, huge infection number that it didn't turn out to be. They've
done a great job because they've never faced a pandemic before, and so many more people would have died if they did not act accordingly and correctly. If it wasn't for DeSantis making sure everyone has masks on and making sure people, do social distancing, Florida would be dead.
Florida would be dead.
Dead Florida, Kevin.
I wish this were a real debate because I'd love to see the judges sitting in the front row just like, what? Huh?
Hashtag dead Florida.
Hashtag dead Florida.
We got a hashtag with our argument.
Who are these guys? This is the real debate team today?
Dropping DeSantis' name in there.
Okay, this is the tiebreaker. All right, Vanessa, who do you think had the better argument?
I'm sorry, Bird. As much as you gave a good effort there, I'm gonna have to go with Virginia again.
Okay, Virginia with the better argument.
I love when your sister calls in.
Hey, $5 in the mail for you, Vanessa.
Nicole, who would you say had the better argument here?
Jaybird, I love you to death, and I bought you a pair of pizza flannels, and I'm going to send it to you, but Virginia's got it.
Florida's dead?
Florida's dead.
That argument didn't just bring it home.
All right, very nice. Virginia wins her round.
But hashtag Florida's dead is now KVJ trending.
Hashtag Florida's dead. All right, that means Virginia takes her round. I go up against Dennys. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
In a very confusing round, Virginia was able to hold on and beat the Bird and Master Debater.
I'd love to get that first round back.
Yeah.
I really took myself out of the tournament.
Yeah, it's tough to start in that deficit. Okay, we got a new round of judges here. We have Amber from Stewart. Edison is on here from Boynton. And we also have Kenzie from Port St. Lucie. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
How you doing?
Okay. All right. We got our crew on here. We'll try to make this a little bit cleaner than the last round. Again, as judges, you guys are just picking who has the better argument, not with the side that you personally agree with, okay?
Okay, absolutely.
Okay.
Get him, Dennys. Get him.
All right, so here we go. These are the biggest pandemic topics of the day and the debates that everybody that you see is fighting about on Nextdoor and Facebook and everywhere else and in the streets and on the beaches and good heavens, everywhere.
It's some drama.
There is so much drama going on right now. So here we go. Doesn't mean we necessarily believe in these sides. We're just trying to win a debate contest. So I have to go against the fiery Dennys here. Dennys, I will let you start off. Now, again, you get to pick the side of the argument you want. No matter what, I got to pick the other side and try my best to argue it, and then we'll see from our judges who did the better job in their argument. Okay, here we go. This topic is all beaches in South Florida should be open right now. Okay, and begin.
I think all beaches should be opened right now, and because there's plenty of space on the beaches, we live in a lucky place where we have a ton of beaches around the entire parameter of Florida. There's plenty of room to socially distance and still be able to get some sun. Plus, sun does help against the coronavirus.
In theory, you're correct, but let me introduce Florida. The people that live in the state don't know how to social distance. In hot zones, they are spreading the coronavirus like crazy. And in those hot zones, you cannot open the beaches because they can't be trusted. They'll spread it and they will kill all of Florida.
Florida
What?
dead.
Dead Florida.
Dead
Hashtag
Florida.
Florida, dead Florida. Dang, I wanted to finish with the hashtag and I forgot it.
Hashtag dead Florida.
Dead Florida. Both good arguments, y'all.
Oh, but Kevin had dead Florida.
No, I blew it, actually. I can't get credit for that.
That is not a good thing. Dead Florida. I lost with Dead Florida.
Okay, Amber here from Stewart. Who do you think had the better argument?
Well, as much as I want to pick Kevin, because I do agree with that, I think Dennys has a better argument.
Whoa,
Wow.
Okay,
Look at you,
interesting.
Big D.
Edison, who do you think had the better argument?
Well, to tell you the truth, Kevin, I believe you because it does spread a lot quicker when it is hot outside. And if these people can't stay apart from each other, then something's going to happen.
Okay, all right. I convinced Edison.
Yes.
Okay, and Kenzie, who are you voting for the win here with the better argument?
I'm going to say Kevin because I like his point that you can't control what other people do. And almost hashtag dead Florida.
It helps you.
Hashtag dead Florida.
Almost. Hashtag dead Florida.
You almost made it.
All right,
Okay.
Denny's, listen, he's just a man. Be more man than him.
Okay.
And don't let your opinions influence your, who wins this one, too.
That's Denny's talking trash, y'all.
I had a feeling one of those guys just agreed with your point.
Never seen you so heated up, Denny's.
Okay, here we go. The next topic. I would attend a concert or sporting event even if there isn't a vaccine. Okay, that is the argument that we have. I would attend a concert or a sporting event even if there isn't a vaccine. I would love to attend a concert or a sporting event, but you just can't until we do have a vaccine. Too many people would easily be able to spread it. In Germany, they actually tried having soccer games again, and now it's a hot spot, and they're having to shut down the rest of the country. Do you want to have to shut down the whole country because of a...
Well, so I think the opposite of that, and the reason being is that younger people tend to go to these concerts, and if you've heard of herd immunity, it's kind of a good thing that some of these people do get this and spread it. It's actually better than a vaccine. And if you look at the principle of a vaccine, it actually is infecting you with the virus. Dead Florida, hashtag Karen.
Dead Florida, hashtag Karen. Okay, Denny's is trying to tie it up here, and master debater. Okay, Amber, who do you think had the better argument?
I'm so sorry, Dennys, but it's got to be Kevin.
Whoa, okay. All right.
Got immunity.
Edison, who do you think had the better argument?
I truly agree with Kevin, 100%.
Okay, and
Kevin's the man.
and Kenzie.
Kevin's the man.
Edison. And Kenzie, who do you think had the better argument?
I'm going to go with Kevin, too.
Oh wow. Okay. All
Denny's,
right.
are you sick
Thank
of
you very
running as
much.
fast as you can? Because
Yeah.
Kevin's the man.
Oh.
That's pretty good with the herd immunity.
Yeah,
Not bad.
You're a good kid.
All right. Well, there you go. Thank you very much to Amber, Edison, and Kenzie for being our judges here in the second round. Thank you guys.
Woohoo.
Thank
Have a
you.
great one. Be safe.
Okay.
You too.
You too. There you go. All right. So nobody should be fighting or debating. We did all the debates for you.
We
It's
did
all-
such a great job.
It's all-
Hashtag dead Florida. It's my favorite thing to come from this.
It's a different world out there. It's a different world in the golf community with the rich people.
Just hear him. Get my bag, boy.
And I didn't know anything about golf. So Jason, because they'd see my name tag, do you think I should go with the 3-wood? I'd just putt it up. I'd use the putter. Like, what?
I'm on the
Putter?
tee.
I'm teeing off.
Yeah. Like I said, I didn't know.
500 yards.
I didn't know much about
This guy's a tool shed.
Wrong guy to ask, apparently.
You're supposed to know stuff. Somehow I got in. They hired me. I don't know what happened.
There you go. Well, you got a lot of graduation stuff that is still kind of like starting to trickle out there. It's kind of interesting, the stuff that is happening, where you had Rolling Stone. They came out with their list of the best graduation songs you talked about earlier. And somebody said, I know you guys did that topic about what you would tell a graduate. And they said, the best advice that I could give And basically a line is don't ever attach yourself to a person, place, company, or an organization or project. Instead, attach yourself to a mission, a calling, or a purpose only. That's how you keep your power and your peace. I was like, wow, that's very strong,
It's
isn't
very
it?
complex.
It is.
Very
I'm
wise.
gonna have to think about it.
Yeah. I was like, okay, really, don't attach yourself to a person, place, or company, organization, or project. Instead, attach yourself to a mission. Let your mission and your purpose and calling drive you instead.
Don't cut your nails too short and then eat ketchup. Burns your nails.
Really?
Burns the skin. It does.
How about that?
Wisdom.
Yeah, that's kind of what we're doing.
Kevin wins.
No, we're just unloading here. It's all good. It's all good advice. Not about winners.
And life is about winners.
You'll take different things with you here. All right, Jaybird gets the final word here on your thought for the day.
We talk a lot about wisdom on this show. True.
We talk about it. We never have it.
Yeah, we don't exhibit it.
Well, what is this true wisdom we speak of? Well, true wisdom comes to each of us when we realize how little we understand about life, about ourselves, and about the world around us.
Yeah, good stuff.
He's right.
All right. We'll see you on Facebook and YouTube coming up for the After the Show podcast in minutes.
You're listening to the KVJ Show on 97.9.